Okay, so if we're talking about Tatler, there is a misrepresentation and underrepresentation of certain people. Now, it's a fashion magazine and it's aimed at young millennial Sloanes. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that young millennial Sloanes are the target audience, because you could also suggest that people who aspire to be young millennial Sloanes or to be seen as upper class and wealthy will also be a target audience here. So they're using positive stereotypes to try to portray what that actually looks like. What does it look like to be a young millennial Sloane? And this is aspirational for one side of the target audience, and it is also to help the other side of the audience identify and relate. Now, what you'll notice though is that the covers on the magazines tend to be models, tend to be attractive, tend to be a certain weight, a certain demographic, and look a certain way. And so it's interesting, that's how that side's being represented. If we look at this particular cover, James Corden, who is presumably quite working class, although he's actually not, he comes across quite working class. He's slightly, he's an overweight man, and so the way they've represented him is almost like he doesn't belong there, like he's a false hero character. And this is emphasised by the headline that actually says, James Corden with his aristo, yes really, buddies. There's a sense of irony and sarcasm, as if he doesn't quite belong there. Also, in terms of, I'd say they've misrepresented James Corden there. And in terms of underrepresentation, or anyone that doesn't quite fit into this idea of upper class, wealthy, strong, independent female, anyone else that's not quite fitting into that is not really being represented by the Tatler.